What is going on, my friends? Welcome back to the rabbit hole. Now today we're taking a look at a high quality, very impressive desktop fidget from Lautie called the Carnival Nano from their 2099 series. It's a customizable mini roulette table. How cool is that? Take a look at that. Spins right off the top. Boom. Oh my gosh, this is very, very impressive. Let's go have a quick look at it, huh? Let's go! All right, before we get into it, go ahead and pick a number, any number, 1 through 12. All right, you guys got it? Put it in your head, keep that number. Let's roll, baby. Let's see what we come up with. And drum roll. Come on, baby, what do we got? What do we got? 11. All right, so if you got 11 right, put it down in the comments, let me know. If you get it wrong, put it down there too, I wanna know. But that's what makes the Carnival Nano so unique. The fact that it can be a fun, interactive fidget for multiple people is just so cool to me. Now you can use this by yourself, obviously. You can have a ton of fun for it, and most of the time you will probably use it by yourself. But it's nice to have that interactive part with a fidget. That doesn't typically happen with too many fidgets out there. And that's one of the things that really separates this and just puts it in a different level of fidgets. Yes, I'm physically touching it, but we are interacting mentally, and I just think that's so cool. All right, now design-wise, this comes in with copper nickel, brass, and zirc. Let's take a look at the bottom. That is absolutely beautiful and well done, I must say. So you got that Lautie skull right in the middle with the Carnival Limited Lautie 2099 etching and engraved on the back there, and this black ring around the edges. That is a rubber ring, so when it's on the desk, it's not going anywhere. You really have to push hard to get this thing to move, and I'm spinning this with a pretty good amount of force. It's not gonna go anywhere. No way, it's staying. This is just a big piece of rubber. You'd have to lift this up basically to get it to move. It's hard to move it with pushing it like this. You gotta put a good amount of pressure. So it's gonna stay on your desk regardless. Wouldn't worry too much about that at all. That's actually really well designed. Let's put this little ruby ball back in there. It also does come in a limited edition. That I believe is a stainless steel and zirc combination. But what you also get with it is multiple different types of balls. So we have a little white ceramic. I believe that's a stainless steel and a ceramic black ball there too. So on the Lautie website, you can get all different kinds of balls. They have a huge selection of those. Now we also have a few different tools that it comes with. We'll get in that in a second. Got a few different tools right there. A little cover, which we'll talk about in another second here, and a little ball bearing. All right, so that is basically what it comes with. Now, I think this is a good time to mention that Meta EDC sent this over in exchange for an unbiased review. All of my reviews are unbiased. When I take a look at them, you get my honest opinion, and that's that. Now, I've ordered many items from Meta EDC through the years, and I think they're really a great go-to source for a huge selection of high-quality fidgets, spinners, sliders, haptic coins, etc. You name it, they got it. So go check them out after the video. You can use discount code RABBITHOLEEDC at checkout for 10% off your purchase of anything on the website, which is pretty cool. So I want to thank Meta EDC for sending that over to share with you guys. Really appreciate it. Now, play. You would say, okay, well, this is just a little mini roulette table, and that is just what it is, but it does have a few different little tricks up its sleeve, I must say. So I like actually spinning this on the sides, really smooth texture. You guys can see that right there. It's just basically a smooth texture, but it has grip, which is really interesting because the actual base is keeping everything in place. So you don't really have to put much force on the outside to spin it. Now you can also spin it from the top, which has a slightly different feel. And you can spin it from this little piece right in the middle here. And what's interesting when you spin it like this, the way that it comes stock with the magnets on the bottom, and you'll see how it's kind of going back and forth right there between the magnets. So if you do that on the top, each magnet you go through, you're getting a kind of haptic, not quite a click feel, but almost, right? So then you can spin it too if you put too much pressure, and you won't get that type of feeling. But if you go slowly, you'll get that. So when you're doing this by yourself and you're just kind of having fun, just, you know, you're on a conference call or whatever, and you're just kind of mindlessly spinning, this is awesome. Really awesome. Multiple different ways to spin it. You got that outside, you got the top, and you got this piece here. So now in regards to taking this down and customizing it, that's what I think is pretty cool about this too, is that yes, it is well made, great materials, well thought out, but customizing is what makes this pretty unique in itself. Let me get rid of this ball here real quick, just so I don't lose that, so I can show you what's going on under the hood, as they like to say. So we're going to take this tool right here, which it comes with. Going to turn this upside down. We're going to put it into the skull. So that kind of holds it in place, and then you can turn this top piece to loosen it. Okay, and that's all you really need to do. That's all you need to use this tool for, is to loosen this bottom piece. So Lautie markets this as a more portable version than their original Carnival. Now, yes, it is portable. It is more easy to transport. You could theoretically put it in your pocket. Not something I would recommend. I think this is an absolutely perfect desktop fidget. It's not something that I would want to be thinking about losing the little balls for. It's just not, for me, I wouldn't be carrying this in my pocket at all. But anyways, so here is the bottom piece right here. You got your ball bearing in there. This is the little piece on top. Now you see this gold ring right here. Now if we unscrew that, that's where all the magnets are. And this is where you can customize them. You can take that top off. You can take out all the magnets if you want it to spin just like a normal, no friction spinner. And this is just set up randomly with every other spot has a fidget in it. But you can fill every spot in there with a magnet, and it will be really haptic, slow down. It won't spin nearly as long, but you'll get a much more haptic feel when you are spinning it. So you can customize the spin velocity and the feeling completely the way you want it. So that's how you do that. You just take this tool right here and you'd unspin it, put your magnets in there, your extra magnets that it does come with, and you just screw that back on. And then all you do is you put this piece back on there. And you put, now in regards to actually, if you do want to take this with you, you see this little piece right here? This is what's called the bead storage cover, and it comes in stainless steel stone-washed, polished, or Zerk. So you do have a few options to help get the look that you want. So what this does is it takes these little beads, yeah, so we don't want that piece in there. Takes these little beads if you want to take them with you, or you want to just hide it, or you want to change the look just in general. So we're going to take these little balls right here. It's a little bit hard on camera because I'm doing this a certain way, but let's see if we can get these pieces in there. What we want first is to take this piece on the bottom, put that up in there so that it keeps the balls from falling out. So we can put those in there. So we'll put 3 in there for now. I'll put this other one to the side. And we're going to take this bead storage cover and we're going to put it on the top and see if we can catch the top of that. Come on now. Let's get it. Let's get it. Oh, I gotta get that bottom piece. This is a little funky to mess with. But we'll get it. We'll get it. And there we go. We will get it. All right. So now we have a completely different look. All those balls are protected in there, so you don't have to worry about it. And we got our little white ball here to put back in there. And that's pretty much how you kind of like disassemble it and adjust it to your likings. Completely customizable in terms of the feel and the magnetic, haptic type feeling that you want. Overall thoughts, this is a terrific desktop fidget. It really comes off as a piece of art, and it's a terrific conversation starter. It's well made, thought out, can be used individually or with multiple people. Like, let's say for instance, you're the boss, someone's coming up to you in your office, says, "Hey boss, would you mind if I left early today?" You could reply with, "Well, let's see what Carnival Nano has to say about it. Go ahead, pick a number." "All right, boss, I picked number 3. Let's see what happens." Boom, 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 boom. Drum roll. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got there? What number is that? 8. Oh no! Looks like you're staying the whole day today, Mr. Employee, Mrs. Employee. So the only nitpick I have, it's a little bit hard for me to see it right now because I'm kind of positioned uniquely with the camera right in my face. But the numbers, I wish the numbers were illuminated or a little bit easier to see. But besides that, I don't really have any other nitpicks. It's really a top-notch desktop, elegant fidget. It really is. I find myself just totally zoning out while on a conference call or talking to a friend on the phone, you know, surfing the internet. It's just one of those things where you're just kind of going back and forth, just having a blast with it. And it's really relaxing. So it can be relaxing, or it can just be, you know, a laughable fidget where you're having fun with other people. It's really a terrific purchase. And at $220, it's one of those things that'll last you a lifetime. Well made. Yeah, I think it's recommended for a lot of people, in my opinion, if you are looking for a fidget on your desk. So, all right, I hope that's gonna help you guys have a better understanding of the Carnival Nano. If you guys like the video, please consider subscribing. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I will see you guys in the next one. I'm out.